Hello and welcome to Hyundai Power Equipment. My name's Adrian and today we're going to talk about the HYM43SP lawnmower. So having received your parcel, we'll get it out of the box. I'll show you some of the assembly, some of the good features on the lawnmower and a few useful hints and tips. Right, no time like the present, let's get on with it and get it straight out of the box. Okay, let's go through the contents of your box then, shall we? Right, first of all, you've got the lower part of the lawnmower handle and it's got the 4 hand wheels attached. Grass collection box. The lawnmower itself with the upper part of the handle connected by the 3 control cables. A safety sheet showing the dangers of carbon monoxide poisoning. Probably quite important to have a read through this. It goes through the dangers of operating petrol machinery, diesel machinery, all that sort of thing, but in this case petrol machinery, dangers of operating it indoors. Then we have your Hyundai warranty registration form. This product comes with a 2-year domestic warranty, but to register your warranty you can either fill this in and send it back to us, or you can actually do it online and all the information is there to let you know how to do it. And finally, you've got the user's manual or operator's manual. Then in the same bag you'll find a spark plug spanner and the handle for the spark plug spanner. And that's the contents of your box. Okay, let's start with the first part of the assembly. The first part's going to be to assemble the handle. So first of all, if you take your upper handle and just bring it over to this side, and that gets these 3 cables out of the way. Then we can take the lower part of the handle. We'll remove the 2 hand wheels on this lower part, the spacers, and the 2 bolts. Same the other side. Hand wheel, spacer, bolt. Right then. There are 2 plastic clips which can hold the control cables. We can take these off for the time being. And we can remove all the plastic packaging that comes with it on the handle at this stage. Okay, if I just pass that bolt from the inside out through that hole, you can see there's a corresponding hole in the bottom of the handle. Now it doesn't matter which way the handle goes on, it's the same both ways. So we'll just line that bolt up with that hole, pop the handle in the groove the other side, and with a little bit of a wriggle and jiggle, put the bolts in both sides, and it should sit there quite nicely. Next you'll see the little plastic spacers that we removed earlier. They've got a curved side and a side with a flat circle. Curved side matches up with the curve of the handle. So on with the spacer and on with the hand wheel. There we are. We'll leave that loose for the moment. I'm doing exactly the same on this side. Curved side towards the handle, hand wheel on, and tighten them up. Okay, so you can tighten the pair of those at this stage. Here we are, and that's the lower part of the handle fitted. Next job is to fit the upper part of the handle to the lower part. Again, same procedure, pretty straightforward. Bolt out, hand wheel off, spacer off. We'll leave that bolt in there for the moment. Okay, so up and over the top, right up and over, taking care not to trap the cables. Fit that bolt through that hole. Again, watch your cables again, bob that into place and pop the other bolt through. Okay, and that should stay there quite nicely. Exactly the same story again. Rounded side faces the handle and on with the hand wheel. Just leave that loose for the moment. Same this side. Rounded face in, hand wheel on. Right. Well, you will notice because this is a pivot point of the handle, you can loosen off the 2 hand wheels and you can actually lower the top half of the handle down to make it more compact for storage. So that's just to make it more compact for storage. But obviously whenever you're doing this, just make sure you don't trap any of the control cables. So back into position, tighten up the 2 hand wheels. They both tighten in a clockwise direction, anti-clockwise to loosen. Okay, and that's the handle assembled. Now, refer back to the plastic clips that we had earlier. One on one side to hold that cable. You've got two cables this side. You'll see little slots, they'll take up to 3 for various models, but 2 cables inside the clip, that'll hold those there. There we are, and that's the handle assembled. Just to explain a few details, let me just bring it into shot for you. You'll see on the top of the handle, you've got 2 large levers. The front lever is what we call the operator present lever. So the engine will not start unless that handle is back. And whenever you release it, the engine will stop. It's a safety feature. Emptying your grass box, you've got 2 hands, you lift it up, take the grass box away. You know, some people are tempted to put their hand in and remove the last bit of grass. The engine will have stopped because you've let go of that, so it's a great safety feature. You'll see on the top here it's got a soft grip handle, and it's quite comfortable in use. It's a really nice extra design feature, that. Now on the back here, you've got the second lever, and that's the propulsion lever. This being a self-propelled lawnmower, when you pull that handle, off it goes, and when you let go, the lawnmower will stop moving. Next we have the throttle. Now this fully down position is high speed for the engine, flat out, but varying throttle from the lowest speed at the back there through to the highest speed. It's a little bit back would be a normal run position. Okay, got the pull starter here. There's a little loop here, like a little pigtail loop that the pull starter goes into. Now, I haven't put oil in this yet and I haven't put fuel in it yet, and the operator present handle isn't pushed. So I know when I pull this, the engine isn't going to start. I don't want it to start, and if you're in a position where you don't want the engine to start but everything's in place and you want to pull this out for whatever reason, I'd probably recommend that you go to the spark plug cap. Let me just give you a view of that. Here's the spark plug cap. If I just pop that cap off, there's no way the engine can start now because there's no spark. Okay, so pull the pull start handle out, give yourself a bit of slack, and there we are. Now then, the pull start handle is now in a useful position. You don't have to bend down to grab the pull starter. It's right there where the operator is going to be. So we'll replace the spark plug cap. Here we are. Next thing to show you on this one is going to be another nice feature. I'll spin it round so you can see it. Height adjuster. Now lots of lawnmowers have sort of a height adjuster for the wheels, or you've got to get a spanner and what have you to move the wheels up and down for different depths of cut. As you can see, this is set really low, so it's going to be right tight to the lawn. Give yourself a good deep cut there. So you've got your 4 wheels are in the lowest position. Now this lawnmower has a single point height adjuster. So you'll see this lever here, you push it out, and it goes all the way from that highest point through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 positions. So let's show you midpoint, lowest point, highest point. It's as simple as that. All 4 wheels adjusted equally with 1 lever. Next thing we're going to show you is putting engine oil in the engine. Very important, this machine ships to you with no oil in it. So you can see here we have the dipstick. On the bottom of the dipstick is a set of graduations, like a cross-hatched area. When you've filled it with engine oil, it needs to come to the top of this cross-hatched area. So I'll put some engine oil in it. Okay, engine oil. This is Morris lubricants. I do recommend Morris lubricants. This is an MXC 15W40 engine oil, but a 15W40. If you can't get hold of 1540, a 1030 grade would do, but 1540 is what we recommend. So basically, off the top, and we'll be pouring engine oil in here. So when you put sufficient engine oil in, if you replace the dipstick, just sit it on the top there, don't screw it in, pull it back out. Allow time for the oil you've just poured to go down, otherwise you'll be dipping into the oil in the spout rather than the oil in the engine. And you'll see I've got engine oil here just on the top of the serrated area, so that's fine. So that's filled with engine oil. Then firmly screw the dipstick back in. That's the engine oil done. Okay, so having filled it with engine oil to the correct level, next thing's the fuel. What I'll do is turn the lawnmower around to show you where the fuel filling cap is. two-stroke machine. It takes clean, unleaded petrol. No additives, nothing like that. Clean, unleaded petrol. Some people, if they're storing it for a couple of months or what have you, do put a fuel additive in, a fuel preservative. But it's no two-stroke oil, anything like that. It's a clean, fresh, unleaded petrol. Should you spill any fuel, make sure you wipe it up, give it plenty of time to evaporate before you start your mower. Okay, so pretty much done all the assembly now. We put engine oil in, fuel in, and completely assembled the handle and put the pull start in place. I'll show you how to fit the grass collection basket. Okay, you'll see on the back of the mower here, it's got two ways of running. One is what we call cut and drop, and the other is cut and collect. Pretty much they do what they say on the tin. If you have it in this mode, as the grass is cut, it comes out the back, drops, basically cut and drop straight down onto the floor, and it'll leave your grass for raking up or what have you. Obviously the other way, cut and collect. So if you take your basket, okay, it comes ready assembled, completely assembled. If you lift up the flap, you'll see there are two hooks on the basket and two bars, one either side, bright shiny silver coloured bars. Basically hook your basket on them, shut the flap on the top, and that's the basket fitted. To empty the basket, you'll have let go of the handle, the mower will stop, lift the flap up, lift the basket, take it to your compost heap or whatever you're going to do with it. Okay, let's just talk about the starting procedure. We've got oil, we've got fuel, everything's assembled, we're ready to go. Let's show you how to start it. Fuel is now present in the fuel tank, but there won't be any fuel present in the carburetor as yet. This red plunger here is basically the primer. 3 to 5 pushes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the carburetor now ready to go. Operator present handle pulled back. When it's on the floor then, take the pull start in your right hand and pull, and the lawnmower should be up and away. Once it's started, keep in hold of the operator present handle or it'll stop again. Just drop it back gradually. You can slow the engine down by pushing back or speed it up by pushing forward. So you want to be back a little bit during normal operation. Then, holding on to the operator present handle when you want it to go, because it's self-propelled, pull the rear handle, and as you pull the rear handle, off she goes and you're cutting grass. Okay, so now we're all ready to go. If you need any further information, please refer to your user's handbook. There are lots of useful safety tips in there as well, so please be sure you read it. There is further information available on our website. All I can say from this is thank you very much for buying your quality Hyundai lawnmower. I've been Adrian and happy mowing.